Welcome to the review of Balatro. We'll go over first impressions and the four criteria we always go over during reviews. And man, was this game super fun from the start. Holy fucking moly, was I excited to play. You see the numbers go up, you learn fast, and so to start off, man, was I hooked. I do like poker games, I do like gambling games, so this got off to a strong start for me really, really quickly. You get to see different jokers, different decks, and man, strong first impression. I also like that the Joker talks to you at the start. It gives off a bit of a Inscription vibe, but it's really not like that. But I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into at the start. But really strong first impression, and it was all uphill from there. Graphics, visuals, and audio. Graphically, you don't need much here. It's cards and they're moving around the screen. The audio is cool. You hear the way the cards move and you have that background music that kind of haunts you as you get later into the game. But it does everything you need and there's not much else you really want. Would you want better graphics on this? I don't think so. There isn't much to say about this section aside from customizing your face cards. That was awesome. I liked having The Witcher as my king, and I didn't really know much of the other games, but that's because I played League of Legends for so many years. Overall, I give this an 8 out of 10, but really that audio of the opening front page haunts me in my dreams because of how hard it was late game. Gameplay and mechanics. Now, this is really the star of the show. Everything revolves around how the cards move, how they gain points, how the jokers interact with tarot cards, with planet cards, everything like that. And honestly, it was close to perfection for me on this one. The way it counts points and goes through the jokers when you score, the small animations when the cards are played, used, skipped, or discarded, it was smooth, it was clear, and almost as perfectly executed as you can. I would give this section a 9.5 out of 10. It's fair, but it's challenging, and seeing the points go up just really made you want to play more and more and more, and it got you addicted. The mechanics were excellent, it was so smooth, and the gameplay was excellent as well. Like I said, 9.5 out of 10. This is the shining star of the show. It's such a brilliant idea. How has no one come up with this before? I bet you there's a blackjack game in the making next. The narrative. Now, there isn't much here. This game isn't narrative driven. I don't think there should be a real story for this game. It's mostly how good are you and can you prove it? It doesn't really need more than that. The Joker that talks to you kind of counts as a character and it does its job, I guess. But while I will include in this section, how does it make you feel when you play? That's usually what the story and the narrative does, gives you emotion. And at the start, it was all fun and games, but as you aspire to get that gold stake, and man, does this game really fucking tear you down and make you feel like shit getting that gold stake, it gets worse and worse and worse in the feels. But when you unlock the ultimate gold stake or a super high point score, it feels amazing. It felt more debilitating than any Souls game I've played in the late game. And at points, it was making me feel like I was wasting my time. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to lose as I aim for this gold stake. So it had this high bar of the gold stake that I found very difficult and it made me feel so low. But when you win, you'll see I felt and looked elated. When I did get my gold stake, it was amazing, like I said, but I do believe the lows were a lot lower than the highs for me. It got tedious towards the end, and I'm someone who likes poker and numbers. I would give this section a 6.5 out of 10 for what I said above. It just really tears you down if you don't improve fast because the first set of stakes are very easy to get. 6.5 out of 10. Last category, the max category. Do I think about this game when I'm not playing? Absolutely, yes, I do. It haunted me so much towards the end. At the start, it was excitement. At the end, it was for sorrow and ways to get better. Altogether, I thought about it a lot, but once I got to the gold stake, it was mostly in anger and then 10% on ways to improve. So I would think about this while I'm falling asleep or in the shower, on walks, and definitely I thought about this a lot. 9 out of 10 here. Overall, this game was great. I had to try it. I've heard such good things, and the gameplay is incredible. 9.5 out of 10 is no slouch for a score. Overall, 8.25 out of 10 if you take the average of all four scores. My only thing is this game haunted me too much towards the end. I was like, didn't want to play anymore because I was failing too hard. And I wasn't even that close to like beating that last gold stake on the blue deck. But the gameplay is too good for me not to give this a high score. It's just so good, and it made me think about it when I wasn't playing. And those are two of the most important things to me: is the feels and the out of game experience. I think this could be people's favorite game of all time if they try it and they like the gameplay and they don't suck out of the rip. I would strongly recommend this to everybody to try at least once, play at least 5 to 10 hours on it. I think it's a great game. 8.25 out of 10 is the number one game out of 2 games reviewed so far. Higher than Ghost of Tsushima. I am not surprised. I would just recommend give it a try, see how you like it.